What is going on YouTube? Hitback making another brand new Crypto TV episode. In today's video, we have to talk about the recent correction that's actually starting to take place amongst most of the major cryptocurrencies. I can't say that this was a surprise, as I've been telling you guys about it for the past couple of days now, and we are starting to dip lower here. Yes, we saw a bull flag formation on XRP, but we insisted that it more than likely was going to be breaking down because of the ascending fractal that we're already in. We're so focused on the past hour and 4-hour charts over the past couple of days. Sometimes you got to step back and say, hey, this actually looks really good. And I think that XRP could be heading up to the upside in the very near future. And I want to show you guys more about that in a minute, because it'll start to make a lot of sense in just a few minutes. We're also going to be looking at Ethereum as well as Solana, and then Bitcoin, which all have started to correct to the downside except Solana, although I do think Solana is destined any minute now to start its descent, as it's starting to confirm closure of a beautiful, what I would consider a reversal doji candle. I'll pull up the 4-hour, but you can already start to see we're starting to come back down, and I think it's going to happen sooner than later here. But beyond that, like I've said, we're also going to look at the S&P 500. You can see Bitcoin is correcting downwards from its ascending fractal. This makes sense, and this makes me think that we could be heading lower. And again, I'll explain more about a lot of these cryptos in a second, although this was, and I'm going to show you too, this was not a surprise at all. I actually shorted this yesterday afternoon. It was a very easy trade, and I pre-recorded the video from yesterday, and I'm going to include it in today's video later on. A lot of you guys asked me questions on like, how do you trade BidFi and stuff, and that will hopefully answer just a little bit. I will make an in-depth video later on. Also, really quickly, I want to give a huge shout out to Go Mining for sponsoring yet again today's episode. More information about them later though. But with that being said, smash the like button, turn on post notifications, subscribe, and let's jump right into today's episode. I want to give a huge shout out to Go Mining, a continued sponsor on the channel for today's episode. Now, as with all cryptocurrency projects and tokens, please do your own research and never invest anything you can't afford to lose. So guys, Go Mining is a pioneering platform that transforms the landscape of digital mining. Go Mining offers a new way of earning Bitcoin by avoiding the difficulties associated with purchasing and maintaining mining equipment. They have even introduced the concept of buying NFTs as a means to acquire a share of hash rate power already dedicated to Bitcoin mining, which is what I want to show you today. Simply by purchasing their NFT, you obtain a portion of the power of these real cryptocurrency mining machines. So it's time for our third update on the Go Mining digital NFT that's earning me passive income every single day. As you can see, this is my NFT that we only spent about $25 to $30 on here. Everything has stayed the same, as you guys know. I haven't increased its terahash or anything, but you can see we have been consistently paying every single day since the 28th that we started this, which is absolutely incredible. The 9th, the 10th, 11th, 12th, my rewards balance is continuing to increase itself. Make sure to check them out with the link down in the description below, and let's get back into the technical analysis. So guys, super quick before we dive into the technical analysis, just remember we are still doing our Amazon gift card giveaway. If you guys want to win the gift card as well as this free merchandise here, all you need to do is literally comment your favorite cryptocurrency down in the comment section below and subscribe to the channel, and I'll enter you in the drawing. Drawing is Sunday morning, so stay tuned for Sunday morning's episode. 2 days left, and then we are going to be picking a winner. And BidFi is also giving away $200 in free cryptocurrency by making a deposit with the link down in the description below. It's that simple. So go get your free crypto. You could literally deposit, get your 200 bucks, and then withdraw off the exchange, and you'd be good to go. And you can, have the 200 left in the account to trade or do whatever you want with, which I'll explain more later on as well. Anywho, diving into today's video, you can see yesterday, not only are you guys really liking the meme coin videos, and I'm glad you are, because I have no problem making them for you guys, but you can see here, we have started to notice that another move might actually be forming, and I drew this in yesterday. A couple of days ago, we saw the ascending fractal forming here on XRP. I showed you that we were in a bull flag that could be breaking to the upside, and then before it actually happened yesterday here, I wanted to be as objective as possible here. I drew in the 4-hour charts that we could actually start to correct to the downside here. You can see, and that's pretty much what actually took place on XRP. The dip to the downside did occur, and I'm going to explain why that makes sense, as I did explain that very much so in yesterday's episode here. And remember, this afternoon we will be be continuing our new series of Shiba Inu and Dogecoin videos, so stay tuned for that. But anywho, I really quickly want to look at the coin market cap here. You can see right now the actual descent is starting to take place. We're at 89 on the Fear and Greed Index. Yesterday we were at 91. You can see global crypto market cap is 2.57 trillion, so about 0.25 trillion got shaved off because we were at like 2.75. Now we're at 2.57. I think I said that wrong, but oh well. But you can see here we're down about 7%. A lot of these cryptos are starting to tank, and this is totally normal. It's actually healthy if we want to see these cryptos head higher. Bitcoin's down 7, Ethereum 6.5, XRP 8.8, Cardano 10.6. Doge 13.1, Shiba 13.4. Like all these cryptocurrencies are starting their descent to the downside, which is beautiful and expected because we need a healthy correction. We need a healthy pullback, and it opens up very easy short opportunities. Many years ago, we were not able to short crypto because we didn't have the technology. Well, guess what? Now we do, which makes for a very easy way to trade these cryptos. And again, I'm going to show you how to short and how to move your stop loss down to lock yourself in and guarantee yourself profits. It was so easy to do yesterday. I made a 30% trade like this, and I guaranteed myself 30% by moving my stop loss above where I bought in from or below where I bought in from to lock in those short positions, which is, it's just easy. It's so easy now they've made trading. I'm so happy that they have that here. And also, so one of you guys asked me that, you know, does BidFi have trailing stop losses? I haven't done enough research, but trailing stop loss. So the feature is here. Please test it out. You know who you are. You commented it before. So if you're watching, test it out. I'd love to know if you have an experience with that, but just offering a trailing stop is definitely useful, as a lot of you guys were asking me. You know, you wanted to create these stop losses without following the markets here. But you can see the correction took place. Makes sense. We were on the uptrend here. This is kind of a bull flag. I mean, it's a bit less of a bull flag, but one nonetheless, flag pull followed by this lower high, lower low pattern here. And you can see we broke down from it, which is totally cool. We actually shorted this to the downside on Bitcoin, and I'll explain more about that in a minute with you. Although Bitcoin's made more sense, this ascending fractal typically breaks down, but on XRP, these typically rally up. But it makes sense that we corrected because if I start to pull back, you can see we're actually in a much bigger ascending fractal here, a very large ascending fractal nonetheless. And I would strongly believe that the next run up would be up to top resistance here, which I'm going to show you in a minute. If I jump to the daily, things start to appear that just start to make sense. Extending this as well. Could we move this like this? I don't think it's accurate. Although this could be very possible. I don't think it is just yet, but you can see for right now, I mean, it very well could be starting to skew some sort of new pattern, technical indicator, but regardless, you can see what's happening right now. So we knew because, and some of you guys were commenting too that you might see like some sort of cup and handle formation here, or head and shoulders. If you do, feel free to let me know. I just don't see it. Like, is it a reverse head and shoulders? I don't see it. So feel free to let me know down in the comment section below. What I do see, however, are bull flags forming here. We've had 4 confirmed. This is the 5th one that's also confirmed, so 5 in total here. There's also a big chance we could continue to break down. It's very possible. You know, it's about 50-50 right now, and I'll give you guys my reasonings. So first off, XRP has this beautiful bull flag forming here. We confirmed breakout, and we are starting to pump to the upside here. We have this ascending triangle or ascending fractal, and like I said before, until we close below the previous low, we're going to continue to head up. So we keep bottoming off higher than where we were previously, which means we're probably going to head back up and continue the pattern forward, because ideally we could cap out right around 82 cents. It's very possible. Now, the other problem is if you look at the relative strength indicator, this ascending fractal here was just been broken. We've been doing this since January 24th, this uptrend here. And just now, January, February, March, 2 months later, we actually start to correct through it. So this could scale us much lower. That's a big possibility here. So it's kind of hit or miss. You can already see the dip starting to form. We tried to do so. And it's very possible we could bounce off or fall lower. But yet again, there's also a huge possibility we could reverse up. So it's definitely a tough one right now within the XRP situation, which is why I recommend other cryptos to trade. But you can see clear as day here. I guess it really depends on how we want to close out today. If we can close this above here, we close above this uptrend, then I would expect us to start to rally up. up. If we don't, we could start to head down. Again, XRP is definitely becoming a trickier one to trade on, so just let it play out a bit more before we make any drastic decisions, and we'll see where that goes. But obviously, we do all these trades on BidFi, the #1 cryptocurrency leveraging exchange that I like to use here on the channel. BidFi lets you buy long, sell short, leverage trade, create stop losses, take profits. Every single thing you would want on an exchange is offered on BidFi. All your favorite Bitcoin, major cryptos, blue chips, you know, what is it, meme coins, altcoins, yada, 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 literally everything. Not only that, but they then have a demo trading account right here, which gives you 50 grand in Monopoly money to test your skills completely risk-free, test your trades, test mine. They even have a welcome reward sign-up bonus of over 2 grand in Monopoly money, or sorry, no, real money, over 2 grand in sign-up bonus rewards and incentives and new user tasks by completing these after you sign up. Anywho, I want to show you guys my trade that I made on Bitcoin yesterday here, and then we'll continue off from where we left off. What is going on, guys? It's currently 2:53 p.m. This is Thursday, March 14th, so you're watching this a day earlier here, but I want to update you guys on a quick trade that I have currently open. I want to show you how BidFi works. I know a lot of you guys have been asking me, but if you watched the videos yesterday, you would have seen that we had drawn an ascending fractal forming on Bitcoin's hourly and 4-hour charts. You can see it drawn here. We pretty much have this ascending fractal creating these higher low, higher high movements here. And typically, as I've said before, this is kind of like a big pitcher of water at a like Splish Splash or a water park, filling with water, and then eventually kaplunk, it dumps on everybody's heads. You can see we confirmed the 4-hour closure of this right over here just a couple of hours ago when we confirmed closure right down here, pretty much signifying that the next candle is going to be correcting to the downside as well. And you can see here in this ascending fractal here, we've been heading higher and higher and higher and higher, and eventually we're going to break. And once we confirmed closure below this uptrend in yellow here, we confirmed the closure right above this here. Typically, like I said, we're most likely not going to be breaking through this resistance here. The likelihood that that happens is pretty slim. More so, what we would expect to see happen is a break below the support. And the other confirmation, if we confirmed closure below just this would be more of an aggressive trade on the 4-hour, but closure below this would be a more conservative trade. And you can see as I'm speaking, we're already starting to correct to the downside here. Why is this important? What does this mean? Well, I have a trade currently open for you guys on BidFi here. I wanted to show you an example. We have Bitcoin. I have a 20x leverage. I know that's a lot, but it's a quick get in. I purchased at 70,500 right at this yellow line. I've pretty much drawn where I had entered here, right where the confirmation closure is. I'll zoom in on BidFi so you guys get another look, but I bought in right here. Right when we closed the 4-hour, I bought in with expectations of us correcting lower because I figured we still had room on the relative strength indicator to head lower, as when we started this, we were closer to about 49, 50 on the RSI. Now we're down to about 37 on the RSI, but I want to show you how to move your stop losses down so we can continue to lock in profits here. You can see the market's already starting to dip lower here. And since we bought in at 70,500, you can see where it says quantity and entry. So entry price was at 70,500. The current price of Bitcoin is 69,970. Keeps moving here. And you can see I have my P&L and return on investment. We have a 15% up, 32, and we just cleared it. That's funny. As I'm speaking, the order just closed because I moved my stop loss up, a trailing stop, or I moved my stop loss to lock in guaranteed profits. So just like that, you can see on right here, our buy-in order, we had just cleared this and we made just a couple bucks. I think we made about $50, $60. Again, a quick trade on bonus money that you guys can easily get, which is right here. The deposit that BidFi is offering, you can get up to $200 in bonus sign-up money, and then you can use that to gain trades here. We just filled the trades and we just made some profits. And as I'm speaking, of course, it closes here, but we moved that stop loss up higher than where we had originally purchased. And I wish it didn't just clear. So give me 2 seconds so we can go back into things here. So now things are going to get really freaky, but I'm pulling up my editing software and you can see before our position closed, I'm zooming in on the current price that we were at, 69,686. You can see the potential return on investment is currently 23. And you can see if I move over right here, where is our take profits? Let me pull that up really quick for you guys. Position right here. My take profit is currently 70,500. So we had this for a short. We were anticipating a short. And if I wasn't recording at the time that it cleared this second, I would have moved it even lower to grab even more profit. But we're up 30%. We're up 30% on a trade at 70,000 on our position. So that means I bought in at 70,500 and I moved the stop loss lower than where we had entered to lock in a guaranteed profit. It's that simple. So that means there's literally no way I could have lost money on this trade, even though we didn't head as high or as low as I wanted to, and I might re-enter that trade in a second because I still might jump in again. Either way, I'm up about 30% on this short that I had here, and there's a good chance we're going to continue to crack lower throughout the day. So I'll probably re-enter this trade in a minute, but I wanted to show you the power and the potential of being able to create these trades, the take profits, and then we even have a trailing stop loss, which allows you to keep moving it down, which is really cool. But that's the update for it right now. So now that you see the potential of moving these stop losses here to guaranteed locked in profit here, we were able to buy in, as I said, right after this confirmed closure. We reversed right back up and I got stopped out in the video of actually trading this, which is nuts here. But the continuation and the bet was that we would continue to break down because typically, even though we were oversold on the hourly chart, we continued to become oversold. We had a little bit of reversal, but we continued to become oversold nonetheless. Anywho, in this ascending fractal, these typically, break us down to the downside here. If we jump to the daily, you'll notice here more so that once we had this confirmed closure outside of it, and it was really easy to confirm on the 4 hour, this was that opportunity. When we confirmed closure below this uptrend here, that was the buy-in. And then I got stopped out, but I bought back in, and we've continued to correct lower. It makes sense because this is the pattern that happens. These ascending fractals have a lot of weight on them, especially when they're over, trending on overbought. They typically dump. They have the dump, and it dumps on everyone's head. As I said before, we have this big pitcher of water at like a theme park or a water park, and then it fills up with water and dumps. So it's filling up, which is this movement right here. It's filling up, then it dumps immediately straight down as it did. It dumps straight down, and that's kind of as expected and what was anticipated here. Right now, that's it. The trade, I am out of this trade because I don't think we're going to head much lower. It is possible, but I'm sitting this one out. We're getting close to the weekend, which means consolidation, so I'm staying put because there's a chance now that a lot of these cryptos, you see the same exact thing happened with Ethereum, confirmed closure below this uptrend here, and that was that opportunity to short as well. We said that before. This ascending, broadening wedge typically has a bearish bias. You can see ascending, broadening wedge typically breaks down. Check it out. You can see here, they typically fumble and correct lower here. And you can see that's exactly what happened to Ethereum. Yet again, look at this pattern. Look at Ethereum. So it makes sense that the ascending broadening wedge broke down. We had the lower high, higher low, lower high, da-da-da-da-da-da. We confirmed closure, and we fell. This makes sense. Hopefully that makes sense too. Now we're hitting oversold on the 4 hour, so we need to back off a little bit. The real big kicker is, are we looking at a much bigger, pitcher of water that's going to dump? You can see we already clearly were rejected off 72K, which makes sense to me. But I have this really sour feeling in my stomach that a lot of these cryptos, Ethereum and Bitcoin, are going to dump. Healthy pullback nonetheless, but a dump. At some point or another, XRP and the rest of the crypto market always, and I mean always, comes back to moving average. It always does it, and it always will. You can see here, on the way up, we came back down. We went all the way from, literally, you guys would have been freaking out in 2021 when we hit $68,000. No, we hit $64,000 and fell all the way down to 46. $20,000 shaved off. We reversed back up. We fall even lower, down to 30,000. So we halved. We had a massive correction here, which is destined to happen again. What I mean by that, you guys have to pay attention to, is it comes in waves. The first sell-off fell 52% here. We fell from 65 grand down to 30 grand, 29,000, and then we immediately went back up to retest it. The likelihood that that happens again is very high. We typically see second movements here, second sell-off. So the fact that we hit this very quickly, very fast, a sell-off and a correction back down to mid-April, back down to 45K would be likely, because it also has to do with the halving price. After that, I would then expect to see another rally up that would probably break through resistance and pump higher. So there is an opportunity not only to get in on the short, but to buy in closer to 44 grand. We have overextended too quickly. We're looking for a short to take place. We're already starting the descent, and I think it is going to pull a lot of these cryptos back down with it. So don't FOMO in. Short opportunities should be your best friend in the very near future, and it could start very soon. Same thing with Solana. Solana's destined for destruction here. You can see it's already flashing a massive reversal doji candle. This is insane. Bulls and the bears battling it out, and there's a good chance this is going to close how it is, and the descent back down to moving average down to 97 from currently 178 conservatively here or here is destined to happen. So definitely keep that in the back of your head. But that's about it. With that being said, smash the like button, turn on post notifications. Huge shout out to Go Mining again for sponsoring today's episode, and I will see you in the afternoon. Peace.